Okay, I'm willing to bet you've seen this page, I don't know, 1,000 times, maybe more. But have you ever really looked at it? We're about to take a deep dive into one of the most common yet unexamined pages on the entire internet, the Google sign-in page.
I mean, on the surface, it's about as simple as it gets, right? A white background, a couple of boxes. But what if we looked at it like, say, an archaeologist? Suddenly, every little piece has a purpose, a story. So that's what we're going to do in this explainer. Find out what's really hidden inside the internet's most visited room.
Right, first things first, we need to stop thinking of this as just a form. It's way more important than that. Think of it like this. This is the world's busiest digital passport control. Seriously. Billions of times a day, this page asks for your credentials and decides whether to grant you access to your entire digital life, your emails, your photos, all your documents. It's probably the single most important doorway you walk through online, every single day.
Okay, so let's start with the most obvious part, the heart of the whole operation, how you actually get through that door. This is where you show your master keys, the very core of your digital identity.
You know, when the page asks for your email or phone, it's asking for what we call a digital credential. And what's so interesting about this is that you're not just typing some text into a box. No way. You are presenting a unique key, a very specific piece of information that proves you are who you say you are in this massive digital world. And have you ever stopped to think about why it asks for two different kinds of keys? Your email, well, that's the classic. It's like your digital address, your mailbox, the thing that anchors your whole online history. But the phone number, that's the modern authenticator. It's personal. It's tied to a physical device that's right there in your pocket. It's a much more direct line of access, you know?
All right, but this page isn't just about letting you in. It's also designed to help you out when things go completely wrong. Let's call these the safety levers, your digital security net.
Oh man, and we've all been there, right? That little jolt of panic when you just can't remember your login. You're locked out. So what happens when you've lost your key? Well, the page has an answer for that.
That little forgot email link, it is so much more than just some blue text. It's your lifeline, for real. When you click it, you kick off this whole recovery process that's designed to help you prove you're you, but using other means. It's kind of like a secret back door, but a really secure one, built just for the rightful owner.
Now check this out. See this little sentence here kind of tucked away? It's so easy to miss, but it's incredibly important. This isn't just a friendly suggestion. This is direct security advice coming straight from Google, and it's baked right into the page.
In this little piece of advice, it shows you something deeper about the page's job. It's acting like a security guard. It knows you might be at a library or using a friend's computer, and it's actively warning you about the risks of a shared space. That whole guest mode or private browsing thing it suggests, that's its way of protecting your info from being left behind on that machine.
But, okay, what if you don't even have a key to begin with? Well, this page is also the factory where new keys are forged, and that all happens through the Create Account process.
Clicking that Create Account link is a bigger deal than you might think. You're not just filling out another form online. You are actually starting a brand new, long-term digital relationship with, one of the biggest tech companies on the planet. And it's a whole journey, right? First, you click the link. Then you provide all the info that's going to become your new digital identity. And then, and this is super important, you have to agree to the rules of the house. It's only after all that your new Google account is officially born. And speaking of those rules, that brings us to the final and probably the most overlooked part of this entire page, the fine print, the stuff hiding at the very bottom. These are the official rules of the house.
So, way down here, you've got three little links: help, privacy, and terms. Let's break them down. Think of help as your support line when something's not working. Privacy, that's basically your data contract. It's them telling you what info they collect and what they do with it. And terms, those are the legal rules you gotta follow. Together, these three things are the pillars of your entire agreement.
And I really want you to let that sink in for a second. These are not just links you scroll past to get to the next button. They are the actual contract that governs your photos, your emails, your search history, basically your entire digital life inside Google's world. So when you pull back and look at the whole page again, you start to see that nothing, and I mean nothing, here is an accident. Every single pixel on this super simple looking page has been carefully engineered for three things: access, security, and agreement.
Which, leaves us with one last big thought to chew on. This digital door asks for your key, and most of us hand it over every single day without a second thought. But the real question is, what have you actually agreed to once you're inside?